Hi, let's spend a few minutes talking about the different parts of the guitar so we all know which parts we're talking about. If you turn to your Hal Leonard book, that's this one, and take a look at page 2, you'll see pictures of different guitars. The top guitar would be what we call a steel string guitar. That's what I'm playing now. The middle guitar is what we call a folk guitar. Actually, it's a classical guitar, nylon string. The steel string is usually called a folk guitar. Let's start off at the top of the guitar. This is called the head of the guitar. These are the tuning keys. One thing you have to get used to is when you're tuning the guitar, finding out which string goes to which key, which can be tricky sometimes. The bottom E string, notice I call this the bottom string. You might say, well, you called it the top before and it looks like it's on top of the guitar. That's true, but usually we call it the bottom string because it's the bassiest string, it's the lowest note, as compared to this one, which has the highest note. So a lot of times we call this the bottom string and this the top string. In the same way that this is the bottom of the guitar and this is the top of the guitar, and as you go higher to the top of the guitar, the notes get higher, lower as you go down this way. So what we say when we say go up on the guitar, we mean go towards the hole. When we say go down on the guitar, we mean go towards the head. Tuning pegs. Notice that the tuning pegs are on each side. The bottom, the pegs that are closest to you, these three, are for the bottom 3 bass strings. E, A, D. E, A, D. The pegs that are on the bottom of the head are for the first 3 strings. String number 1, string number 2, string number 3. E, B, G. Start to get used to that. This, of course, is the neck of the guitar. The fingerboard is what's placed on top of the neck, and the fingerboard is divided by what we call frets. Each fret gives you a different note. As you go up the guitar neck, you get a higher sound. You never play on the fret itself, you get a muted sound. You always play to the directly left of the fret. This is called the sound hole. This is where the sound comes out. Of course, you could play other places and you'll get a different type of sound. As you play towards the bridge, you get more of a tinny sound. Sometimes it sounds more like a banjo or an electric guitar. Go towards the hole, you get more of a fuller sound with more bass in it. Usually we suggest playing towards the bottom of the hole, so when you strum the guitar, your hand goes in an arc like this. A lot of guitars have pick guards. That's this little brown area here. That's so when you use a pick, it doesn't scratch up the wood. This is important. This is called the bridge. This is how the strings are attached to the bottom of the guitar. We forgot about this part, which is the nut. So basically the nut is on the top, the bridge is on the bottom. The strings are separated by the nut and the bridge. The saddle is this plastic or bone, sometimes they're made out of animal bones. The saddle is inserted inside the bridge. And on a folk guitar or a steel string like this, there are little round pegs that come out, pull out so you can take the strings off. That's pretty much the guitar. On some guitars you have end pins like this where you can put a strap, usually on one side and then the other. Some straps are designed to be a shoelace on this side because they don't have an end pin, so they just tie over like this underneath the strings. I think that's pretty much what I want to say about the parts of the guitar.